Hi, Modupe.
Yeah.
Hello. Hi. Hi, you both. Both are on mute.
I'm on mute and I don't have my video showing. I just said hello. How's Prem?
I am good, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Oh, there we go. I am hot. Did you see my message?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'll manage that time.
Yeah, I know you would, obviously, but it just best made plans.
Yeah.
Is it recorded now and it's live stream?
It's live stream. Yeah, I will edit it from here.
Okay. So we are finishing at 9 or finishing at 8?
As soon as you finish, we will have the book slot, and then as soon as book slot is over, we will finish. Whether it is 8 or
So relatively, we're looking about 9ish. Okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah.
Are you happy to do a Q&A session as well?
Immediately after the my talk. Yes, I mean.
Yeah. Cool. You would be. I just wanted to check about because some people are like,
it's part of the package.
Yeah.
It will be strange if you cannot do that. I would like to blow my background.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Your background was nice, Modupe. Your background was nice. It's very, very professional. Actually, I'm sitting in the garden, so mine is not that professional.
Oh, okay. I should leave him. Okay. My flower has been having okay. If you want me to leave it.
Yeah. Okay. Look, that's my background.
Okay.
But then who decides what is professional? That's not. Yeah, exactly. Terence is not very professional either.
All day, every day.
Yeah, I'm going to leave this on.
Okay.
Your flowers look very nice from here.
I went on holiday and I came back. I was just like, oh my God. I came back yesterday night, went for my graduation. So I've not had the time. So today it's like crushing on the emails and a lot to do. It's such a busy day, but
yeah. What did you graduate? Sorry.
Pardon?
What was the graduation?
What was it in? It was business information management, master's.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Oh God. Well, I'm glad. It was like, oh, will I finish it? But I did. So I'm really
congratulations.
glad.
Well done.
Yeah, congratulations.
Quite a lot of technical and engineering stuff in it.
Yeah.
And coming from business and IT, but you really have to do with a lot of constructions and civil engineering and surveying stuff. It's worth it, It's a new discovery, and it's part of being curious, isn't it? You always
very good.
You always learn something new.
Yeah.
That will propel you to a new trajectory. So that's what I got from it, more than the certificate. Of course, is an evidence of study, but I learned a lot from it, and it was just a wonderful journey, although very stressful. I almost gave up.
I bet it was like that.
I was just glad. I was glad.
Is it 1 year study or 2 years?
I did 2 years because first I did a postgrad certificate as a in master's, but it's postgrad. It's 1 year. So I kind of test the water a bit.
Yeah.
I kind of like, okay, let me do the testing, and I finished quite well.
Yeah.
And I just said, okay, why not just finish the rest, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
With all the lockdown and other things. So, and then I went in, I was just like, okay, you cope. But
Yeah.
towards the last end, it was like, oh my God, I'm sinking. But thank God for encouragement from everyone. I was able to skate through.
Yeah.
I had COVID in between my thesis, so writing was quite difficult.
Oh,
It's why paining me. So I was just like, what are you looking for here? just drop it, you know.
why? Questioning why you put yourself
I
through
question
it
myself a lot, and I was thinking going into Christmas, I'm like, you know what? You had one before, but this one is a different ball game. It's a hard up learning one. But I'm glad I was able to see it through. I'm glad I didn't give up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't give up. So the
Yeah.
graduation was in Portsmouth, so I went for the actual one. The last year one I did virtual, so this one was like, I'm going to go. For one thing in my life is what to celebrate, you know. No matter how small it is what to celebrate, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry. I've not been really able to promote the talk as well. I'll just, for the last 2-3 weeks, it's been just not stopping. Well, new horizon, but happy to go through the new things and new challenges. So that's quite good. Hopefully we'll have a nice time in spite of anything. And that is all about development, really. Really.
We've got only one person in the waiting room at the moment. There was one another person who was here and they have left. Probably they will come back.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Depends. Okay. When you want me to start, at what time?
About 6:10. Yeah, we'll wait for people to join and we'll say hi, hello to everyone. And then you can start at 6:10. And Terence will also start the introduction bit, and then about 6:10 you can start your talk.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.
I hope you get something from it after.
Yes, thank you for sharing your knowledge.
Yeah.
We could.
Did
Carl Scotland take you on for Lean Agile Brighton?
Yes, it did. I'll just say thank you. I can't refuse you when you said something to me. I don't, and I always take it as an opportunity and also a training ground. So, my philosophy is, if you can, try to do it and you learn something from it, no matter how it is.
Yeah.
So he did, and I've sent him my abstract and everything. So I started promoting it, really.
Yeah. Is it in October?
No. This month, end of this month.
The end of this month. Yes, I forgot about that.
When I altered and I said yes, and I discovered, oh, your own is this one. Just said, you know what?
Do another one.
Have the fun.
Yeah.
That's just it, really. Let me try and put my screen on so that I'm quite prepared before.
I have added. Hello.
Can you see my screen now?
I can. Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Terence might swap first.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, Maru, you're not too early. No, not at all. One of our audience is asking Maruwan. No, you're not too early.
Just on time.
Yeah, just on time. Yeah. It's just too hot today. I don't expect too many people joining today.
No, it's okay. I've had a growth mindset to say, you know what, anytime you had something to do,
yeah,
just have fun, enjoy the moment, and just flow with the flow. So that's the way life has to be. If you rest everything on numbers, then you won't do nothing.
And many people have seen us live streaming and then sharing the link later, so they just sometimes they wait for it and then watch it later. They will lose the interaction they will get, the Q&A with you, but sometimes you don't want to burn yourself, right? You don't want to which is fine. If people are working from morning to 5 o'clock and then they don't want to have the burnout, and they are okay to just watch it during some break time tomorrow, something like that, that's fine. Absolutely, Maru. The recordings do not remotely compare the attending live. Absolutely, the interaction, they don't get to see the chat messages either, right? Some people are slowly joining. Energy, absolutely, the energy is totally different. Thank you, Maru, for being regular, first of all, and also reflecting what we think as well.
Thank you.
Maru says Maru says he learns 10% from recordings compared to the live sessions. It's just a brain thing. It's so true. Also, you are part of the community. You are here as part of one community. Recording is not the same, right? It's just watching on YouTube. It's not the same.
Yeah, that's true. But people can manage and fast forward, I guess some people will be like, oh, I just want to come for the session or the time, but still it's worth it.
It is. Recordings are extremely useful. It is useful. Sometimes I watch some other sessions that I have missed on recordings. They are very extremely useful, and you can rewatch as well. Something you have missed, you can rewatch. That's definitely a benefit to recording. That's why we record.
Okay. How many? I think.
Before we start, shall I ask if anyone from any interesting places from the UK or from outside UK? Where are you all from? You can come off mute and say hello and where you are from.
Lebanon.
Do you say Lebanon?
Yes, Lebanon.
Yep.
Oh, wow, fantastic.
Right. Excellent.
Morocco, someone is from Morocco. That's Maru. That's Maru is partly in Morocco. And he's from China, and Constance is from Essex, Lola from UK. That's fantastic.
Yep, I work with Lola, so I'll say hello.
Hello.
Hello everyone, I'm from Shrewsbury.
You're from
just up the road from me.
Paul from Shrewsbury. Terence is in Wolverhampton, I think. Are you in Wolverhampton?
I'm in Market Drayton.
Market Drayton, okay.
Yeah, just up the road.
Yeah, I'm in Cambridge. I used to be in Telford. That's why this Telford Agile Meetup group was formed.
That's nice. So you're getting there, okay. And I'm from Kent.
You're from Kent.
Okay. In which case, I will welcome everyone. My name's Terence Darling. I'm joined by Prem, who's waving. Dr. Prem, sorry, full titles.
Hello.
Today, you're joining us for the Telford Agile Virtual Meetup. we will have a great presentation about curiosity mindset in agile product management, which Modupe will take us on. There'll be an opportunity to do Q&A. We normally start with one book a month, but we've changed the order slightly, so that will come after the Q&A. And by coincidence, it's also about curiosity, but it's by a book by Ian Leslie, and that'll be covered by Avni. So without further ado, please welcome our speaker for tonight, and we'll hand over to Modupe.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody, or good evening, depending on where you are. I just wanted to say it's a great opportunity to share with you and to have you here. And I'll be talking on curiosity mindset in agile product management. Okay. So my professional journey so far, not to bore you, you can look at the screens, being in research and marketing, and moving on to project product management over the time of my journey. At the moment, I'm into consultancy, which is embrace all the transferable skill I've had over the years. And what do I normally do? I help with return on investment, help with coaching if necessary, or user interface processes or user experience processes. So it depends on the level of consultancy that is required, or analysis or data analysis. It depends on any kind of process improvement or strategic contribution to the business or to the process of the company that is requiring my services. What is curiosity mindset? The first thing I'm going to talk to us, obviously, sounds very easy, and yeah, we understand what it means by curiosity, but let's explore it as part of curiosity. According to the dictionary, said an eager wish to know or learn about something. An eager wish to know and learn about something, or something that is interesting because it is rare and unusual, according to Cambridge Dictionary. That's his curiosity. But to embrace the word that we've been talking about, curiosity mindset is a mindset that has the characteristics as above. So I want to ask you, are you eager to know or to learn about something? 2, what have you planned for the last quarter or going forward to the next quarter to know or to learn about? Next, I'm going to talk about agile product management. And then we'll talk about how the two marry together. We are in an environment, excuse me, that we are all knowledgeable about agile. So I won't teach you so much about agile or agile manifesto on this presentation today, but I will breeze through and make some summary. Agile is about agility and curiosity mindset applied in or in any tangible or intangible services of any kind. We understand that services can be tangible or intangible, meaning something you can touch in terms of production of a car, production of a food or building, but also intangible can be services like when you have to help the process in an organization, or you have to do software development, or you have to do any kind of construction in any form via technology means. Agility is the ability to do something quickly and easily using Agile Manifesto principle as a guide, and in simple terms, I will touch on that, which is interacting and engaging to satisfy the customer or the end user. You are also looking, if you are agile, it means that you welcome innovation for variable products, and there's eagerness to change for competitive advantage. Likewise, if it's an agile environment embrace change throughout the process. Now, diving into what we're here to talk about, curiosity mindset approaches. I'm going to talk about 3 Ps. I purposely did not put agenda or the list of what I'm going to talk about. I just want you to flow along with me. So the first P is we're going to talk about problem. So I have a scenario with you. I just want to be a very interactive session with you. The first scenario I have here, if the moderator can help me, can you all guess what exactly are the objects that is before you? What do you think I'm trying to, to present to you? What kind of prototype or what kind of object are you looking at? If you can look at the chat box, what are the guesses of people? I'm curious to say, it looks like this or it looks like that. And can you feed me back? Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep,
Yeah,
we can hear you.
So what are the suggestions for these objects I am presenting? What's coming on the chat box?
So we have, looks like bonbon shapes, looks like erasers, throat sweets, soap boxes.
Yeah.
A number, a foam.
Okay. Okay, is that all that you have?
Yeah, that's what
Okay, so I like that. And that is the first approach of everybody most of the time. When we see a problem, we first have this notion, we know it. We can, oh, this is what it looks like. But actually, the objects I'm giving you are pebbles. So one of the problems that comes within any business process is we first guess what it should be, and we try as much as possible to already, give the answer or give the solution to it. But I'm also encouraging to say, with this, which I've already given away, what is the next shape I'm giving you? What is the next object? The shape that you have, what do you think it is? Also, I would like it to be interactive. What are the options?
Oh, Maru said he's definitely a chocolate box now.
Okay, that's nice. I like that.
Sugar.
Sugar.
A triangular tray, some
It's
sweets. Yeah.
Everybody here seems to be sweetie. I know it's sunny. We've been taking ice cream, but it's good. Any other suggestion?
Not at the moment. I think people might be typing.
Okay. So okay, it's fantastic. I really like the suggestion, which is in any product, it can be anything. But I'm just saying a scenario of a problem to be solved. And I'm saying, this is me. What can you say? Which is okay. It's okay. We all have our own mindset of what we think it is. But actually, I'm trying to typify a prototype of a big tank. It's a prototype of a big tank. So you're giving me your solution. I'm giving a little bit of giveaway to say they are pebbles. And this is a problem a business is bringing forward to most of us. And the first thing we always guess, we guess what it is, we think what it is, but we have not actually done something, which I'm going to talk about. And I want to end this slide with saying that curiosity is sort of a mental attitude about critical thinking and curiosity. It's about mindset of looking into the world in a playful and curious and creative way. And that's what you've done. Playful, you've talked about sweet, you talked about sugar, you know, and it's been creative and we've had fun on it. So what are we supposed to do when we have a problem? So I'm going to talk about the curiosity mindset cap for the problems that we have. The first thing is you need to ask, what does the customer want? Why does the customer want this? And what exactly is the customer presenting? What is the customer or the business or the problem is looking to solve? What exactly is driving that reason? That is part of being curious. That is the curiosity mindset I want us to develop in all of us. It looks so simple, like we've already practicalized today, but we can also say that it wasn't that simple to guess. So the second P I'm going to talk about is the purpose, which comes from why. Once we know why, then we look at the purpose. The second scenario is there. We already have these two already. So I'm going to tell you, it's a big tank with pebbles inside. And that's what the customer or the business has presented, looking for us to provide solution. Because at the end of the day is being agile in any product, managing transaction processes or industry is about solution and not providing solution, but solution that had value in a very measurable and iterative way. So now we're looking at it. What is the purpose of this? That the problem that is before us. Actually, the problem was looking for a way to optimize the production and packing of the products to the end users, and looking for how to improve their processes. So that is the purpose of that particular problem that is being presented. And we're here to have our curiosity mindset cap on. We've asked many questions: why, what, and what does the customer need? But also it sparks behind the sparks of every great idea. That future belongs to the curiosity person. So the mindset for the purpose that I'm going to discuss with you is you ask, where do they want to ship the product to? Where is it going to be based? Where are they going to operate? Who will be responsible? And how are they going to do it? But I will always encourage that just don't ask once. But it's always say that 3, it's a good number, but you can also do it into the 5 times to ask. Because the more you drill down, the more you will discover what they call the intrinsic information about the real reason behind the problem that is before you within your own environment, or even your job or anything you're doing. No matter what you're doing, it's good to have curiosity mindset. And the last of the P we're going to talk about is performance. We know the problem. We've identified the purpose that the customer or the business or the problem before us or the process that needs to be improved, optimized. Looking at the shape, the third scenario is we're looking at how is it going to be scalable, perform well to serve or to bring in return on the investments, or to make the best out of the facilities that is available. We talk in Agile, minimum viable products or minimum viable purpose that you can help to solve the problem. So in scenario 3, we can actually start with measurable one. Oh, They've started with one channel of packaging. Can we actually optimize the same capacity to start another production by the side and try to engineer or experiment another form of outlets without having to add extra costs on that production or even extra to the processes? After that, we can also iterate it to another way of making the best out of that services. As the pebbles is coming in, they can be channeled in different form. So as you have the problem, solving it, you can optimize the performance of the business or the process along the way through curiosity mindset. But you need to have the cap on, ask the question, learn to listen, and learn to engage. And the fourth one in optimizing that is you cannot increase it as time goes by without adding too much cost or even adding too much to the workload of the people involving in it, but making the best out of what is already on ground. So on that, I would say that curiosity keeps us moving forward, exploring, experimenting, and opening new doors. Sometimes some of them might not work, but most of the time, if you listen, ask the right question, it does work most of the time. So the mindset for the performance, the third P that I will always want you to have. Please, it might look simple, but the simple things gets the things done quicker and effectively. Have you done your validation checks? Have you checked with the requirements that you have, that you are working in line with the requirement? With the business rule, have you checked with it, whether it fits into it? Have you checked with the workload? Have you checked whether there's a time or budget for it as well? Do you work in collaboration with all the stakeholders? Or you're working in silos? Or you're working in, I know it all? No, we've already talked about. Learn to listen, learn to ask the question, learn to drill down the purpose. Find out the gap analysis, do the gap analysis, find the gap between what is existing and where you're going or what you need to do going forward. Also, I would like to mention about, the culture to learn. The last time on this same platform, I talked about 3 E's and S, which is, it's called about envisioning the team. Have empathy for the team and empower the team, but also to not forget to remove the saboteur because they affect performances. I will also welcome you to also do what they call the Gemba work, which talks about working it. Be in the real environment to understand what is going on. Don't just lead from the table or from the computer or from the desk pointing fingers. Ask why. Why is this happening? In Toyota, when we're talking about lean production, you go through it and encourage people to always ask questions, no matter what you're doing, no matter what level, or no matter what your position is. And even as a boss or any role you have, respect the others. Don't be bossy. Agility or agile mindset, it does not allow us to be mindful, to be bossy, but to always leave the environment for a psychological safety environment. Also, check the work style of the team. Does it fit into what they're asked to do? Whether it's actually going to be productive for them so that they can be at their best form. And anything you've decided, check whether there is a sustainability to it. Is it sustainable? Is it something that can be repeated, that is not going to be wasting resources and time? Lastly, I would like to summarize today of what I've talked about, having curiosity mindset. We talk about what curiosity mindset is. It's about eager to know and to learn about something. you tune in to be on this meeting today because you're eager to hear or to know something. It doesn't mean you don't know, but you always learn something new, no matter how small it is. Agile product management is about agility and curiosity mindset. It's not about a framework or methodology. It's about how you handle the problems in front of you in a very collaborative, transparent ways and iterative manner. Curiosity mindset, I've talked about 3 Ps, which is having to know the problem, the purpose, and also how the purpose will be best performed to optimize the services or all the energy or resources available for that particular purpose. Please don't forget to have the cap on. Always ask the question. Don't forget to listen. Don't forget to know the purpose of what is needed. Don't think you know it. Don't guess it, but find out. I will use the advice of a book I like to read over and over again, as simple as it is. It's called The Advice Trap by Michael Bogersteiner. It's very good. Just keep asking the question. Be humble, be curious, and be open for change. I want to say thank you all. I'm open for question and answer at the moment. And I need you to understand that it's important thing not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing, as said by Albert Einstein. If you need to contact me, this is a link to my LinkedIn at any time. Thank you. I'm open for question and answering at the moment. Hello, Terrace?
Hello, I am here.
Yes, I've finished.
Yes, hi. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Have you got any question? You can come off mute and ask.
Yeah, I've got a question. How would you say, you talked about, thank you first for the presentation.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm a bit tired, so I'm not being very polite at the moment.
It's okay.
Thank you. I just wondered what do you think about purpose? Why is purpose so important, do you think?
Okay. Thank you very much, Carl. And you're okay? We're all tired. I just came in myself from a trip very late yesterday.
Oh, really?
But having said so, going down to your question, why the purpose is very important. Yeah. The purpose is very important because you can understand the needs and the reason behind the problem.
Okay, cool. And does that, how do you get that across to the team?
Good. How to get the purpose across to the team? I mentioned about the 3 E's. It's keeping them engaged by giving them a vision about the purpose.
Okay.
It's sometimes hard because, like you say, everybody have their own thinking, but the continuous interaction and engagement with your team, most of the time, they follow along. I'm not saying all the time. There always comes a time when people will ask question or we object to the purpose or have a better idea, excuse me. But overall, the more you give them the vision, the more you make it simple and plain and carrying them along,
okay,
the more they will be engaged.
Thank you. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Any more question?
Yeah, I have one. On one of the previous slides, there was the mention of, I think it was the summary slide, there was the mention of 3S plus E.
Yeah.
With regard to, I don't remember the content, but I'd
Yeah,
like to
I'm
understand
coming. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, 3E plus S, yeah. What are the 3Es?
Okay, my 3Es, it's based on my last discussion when I did on the thing. The 3Es was something I also did a presentation on. The first is envision, to give people vision, envision. And the second is to have empathy for your team. It's kind of sync with the last question that was asked by Carl. And the last E is empowerment. Empowerment. Have I answered your question?
Yeah, it's a bit clearer now.
Yeah, to envision the team, to have empathy for the learning curve, their own personal life, and empathy for anything they're going through, but still be professional. And then to empower them, because sometimes it's not just because they don't want to do or they don't want to learn. It's just that the environment does not empower them to come to their potential. You know, if you understand what I'm trying to say within a team, you know, some teams are just kind of like, oh, you don't know it, that means you can't do it. No, just because the person does not know it at that time does not mean they can't do it. They just need a better explanation or guide, or sometimes training, you know, to get them to be part of it. And the more they are given that support, the more they can expand their curious mind and contribute effectively to the team. And the S, did you ask me for the S?
Yep.
And the S is, even though you're doing all the three, do not forget to remove the saboteur.
Saboteurs, yeah.
Yeah. You understand those ones? Yeah. So
you mean, sorry, go ahead.
No. What did you say? I mean,
just with regard to saboteurs, I was wondering if these were inner saboteurs, like in psychology, positive psychology, or do you mean attitudes inside the team?
Well, both what you've said about that. Yeah, both. Attitudes in the team can contribute to that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And internally, policies, politics, peer pressure, you know, can also add to that.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes environmental, but most of the time they are quite internal.
Yeah. So I was wondering, these seems like I would say principles. And together with the questions you mentioned earlier, there was three sets of questions. For example, what went mile. So what's the structure around asking those questions? I mean, in what context are these worked with? Is this like in the scope of an event? Is this somebody who drives the team to reflect on those questions? Is it a practice of everyone at every moment of every day? How do you do that?
I like what you just said. It has to be in context and it has to be appropriate to the solution or to the situation. It depends on where you work or what you do. Having a curiosity mindset is very broad and it's necessary in everyday life. So it depends on the context and it depends on the situation. But if you always have that, even if you are with a team member, let's just say one-to-one, you know, it's also good to ask some questions so to understand the journey and to see how you can help. If you're a coach, you need to ask those questions, you know. If you are a team member, you need to also ask your team some question. Why do we have to do what we're doing? So that they can follow. Because if they don't understand, most of the time, we end up going into a lot of waste of energy, resources, and also cause a lot of chaotic situation within the team, which is not necessary, you know. So engaging through asking questions, simple and applicable question. It's very important. So where, when, you know, how or who will do something. if you don't assign a job to a particular person, obviously, you know, in a team, everybody will say a job of everybody does not, it belongs to no one. So you really need to be able to assign that, even within project management expectation. You need to know when, what you need to do your job. So I hope I've answered the question.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Any more question? So what kind of psychological aspect would you do you see in play in these kind of situations, Modupe?
Okay. Sorry for that. Most of the time, what I've seen, which is in line with the last question that was asked about, is the Saboteur internal there, generally based on people feedback, research, and interaction over the year. The most psychological aspect is if you do not have a learning environment, a environment where there is an empathy, it will affect the mind from being able to express itself when necessarily. It will affect someone from asking questions. If you are in a place where you are always being shut down, or your opinion has not been given expression, or just to say, oh, exactly, you are asking a question, just like we have that platform to say, oh, ask your question. And it's like, oh, you have a question? Oh, I'll come back to you later. You know, that kind of, oh, let me just take that other person. And the next thing you know is, oh, we're out of time. I'm sure some of us have seen that being displayed somewhere else. Really, it might be that you're out of time, but I think it is appropriate, if indeed you're out of time, it will be obvious to everyone. And if you're out of time, I think it would be better to, I'm just using as an example, not to any particular person or any situation, but if you are, I think it will be appropriate for you to, after that session, let's just say we're doing this, to contact the other person and say, I'm sorry, I was out of time, but what was your question? Because why? You have given that person audience. You have given that person relevance. No matter how stupid, they say sometimes you learn in stupidity. And as a scientist, a lot of the great scientists have actually learned and discovered a lot from their mistakes. A lot of their mistakes turn out to be the most valuable innovation we're enjoying today. Out of the mistakes. And a lot of products we're using today came out of the waste of another product that we're using today. And they just discovered to say, wait a minute, we were going for petrol, but before we get to petrol, we're able to get gasoline. By the way, what can we use this thing for? And that's how it's just started to go to another product from coal to this to that. And we're talking about so many other things that people have discovered through mistakes, even through electricity. Many environments do not allow experiments, do not allow iterative production. They just want to get something done, you know. But when you do it in a measurable way, most of the time, you discover that you eliminate waste and you actually open doors to innovation. So I hope I've able to add flesh to the question that psychology, safety, environment is very vital. I emphasize it.
Yeah.
Very vital to a curiosity mindset.
Yeah.
It helps the development of so many things and innovations. If it shuts people down, or if you shut an idea down, sometimes we miss a lot of values out of it to get things done properly. So that is my valuable knowledge on that, but it's open to others, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And also work style is another great one, which I'm also advocating for. A lot of people, yes, because of lockdown, people are working from home, and I appreciate that some work you can do from home. Let's just get the fact. But if they can do some from home and be more productive, then be flexible to get the best out of the team. And even they discover that people actually work more than they used to work more in the office, because why? Now there's no water coolant discussion to reduce the time spent doing the work, really. So another thing to be flexible about is the work style as well, to see how, let's get it done, not about where or when it's being done, but as far as it's delivered to time and expectation. And quality is very important.
Has anyone else got any other question? Thank you. Marwan is appreciating. Thank you. Thank you, Maru.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you for the questions. That means I have people that are engaging and part of it. And please, I'm open to know more and to meet you all and to share with you anything. Always learning. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
Thank you. Yeah, are you going to say summary? Sorry, go on.
Oh no, I've already done that. I was just I went back because there was a question that was asked. And I went back to try and get that question answered.
Yeah.
That's just it. Thank you all.
Thank you. As you can see, there is a contact detail at the bottom. Modupe can be contacted. She's quite active on LinkedIn. You can directly contact her. You're also speaking at Lean Agile Brighton at the end of this month.
Yes,
right?
On the 27th or 29th, the last Wednesday of this month.
Yeah,
I think it's 27th. Yeah. That will be late in the evening, 8 o'clock as well. I think, about 8 o'clock. That's it. So you're welcome to come along. We'll be talking about automation and work style.
Automation of work style. Okay, that's it.
Automation and work style.
Automation and work style.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a different topic.
Yeah, exactly. It's a different one.
It's a different one. Looking forward to that one as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Can you post the link to Lean Agile Brighton and to your talk so that the people can sign up for it, RSVP for it, for that one? Can you post the link here in the chat as well as on our meetup page so that people can?
Okay, I will do that. Yeah.
Yeah, people can find it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Our speaker for the book slot has not come home yet. Probably we will have to have that book slot in the next month, and maybe we close this event a bit early, and we can have the book slot next month. It's going to be Curiosity by Ian Leslie, covered by Avni Bala next month. Yeah, and what usually Terence would say before closing the meetup event is that at Capgemini there are always open roles. So you can reach out to Terence for open roles. Usually they are Scrum Masters, user researchers, and interaction designer and content designer kind of roles. The next month we are meeting at let me see when are we meeting next month. That will be August 9, 6 p.m. It's going to be me talking next month. It's going to be about when agile coaching is neither agile nor coaching. It's a very scientific topic as well, and it touches on curiosity as well. So it will be a very good follow up of what Modupe has been talking today. So it will be really interesting. Do come along for that one. So we will have Avni covering the Curious by Endlessly, kind of bridging today's talk and next month's talk. It will be August 9, Tuesday, 6 p.m. And thank you everyone for taking time out and then joining here. Hopefully you all have something to take away from today and something you enjoyed today. And see you next month.
Thank you.
Thank you.